All right, how you doing, everybody? I am in the White Room and I am echoing. I just finished watching the 2012 version of Pusher. There are a lot of different versions of this movie, so it's going to be really hard for you to watch it if you want to find it. But the way you can distinguish it is it's the 2012 version, and on the cover, it's a purple guy holding two guns, away from him. This is a remake of the 1996 original Pusher that included Mads Mikkelsen, and I'm just discovering these movies, so I'm going to watch the original, and there's a trilogy that goes after it, and then there's another Pusher that's made that's got the same kind of plot line, but I don't know if it's related to any of them. It's got a different ethnicity in the movie. The first thing I have to say about this movie, this is the transition to the angry movie viewer. I get frustrated with movies quite frequently, but this one really pissed me off. Whoever did the audio balancing for this movie needs to be fired. They need to have this movie stripped from their resume because they are not good at their job. To be more descriptive, a lot of movies can be artistic with the audio that they choose. It can be an extension of the symbolism that they are trying to convey. Most people that are in film school know that, and if you've seen enough movies, you can tell that if a movie has the right music or the right audio, it can be perfect. But if it doesn't, it's extremely hard to watch. My problem with this movie is that the audio is like right here on your volume bar, right here. It's hard to hear everyone talking. If you put it at an audible range to where your ears can pick it up and you can understand what they're saying, it's okay. But many times in this movie, you are blown away. Your speakers have a risk of exploding because the music that comes into a scene is outrageously loud. Like if this is the volume for the people's voices that you're hearing, the volume goes out of the frame for the music. It's not bad music anyway. It's trance house party music that's you don't hear very often, and some of them I can distinguish, some I haven't heard. And the band that does the soundtrack for this movie is called Orbital, and they're pretty nice. But there's no point. Like, it makes the movie unbearable. You are watching this movie and you're trying to have a complete thought, you're paying attention, and then boom! You have to stop and lower the volume because you'll wake up your neighbors. It's just annoying. I mean, it really is. On the brighter side of my review, this is a very well put together, I don't know really how to put it, it's a crime melancholy adventure. But this is one of the movies that you should put into your collection that show why you should not be a drug dealer. Why is it? It's extremely dangerous and difficult. My hair is doing something weird. I don't like that thing. I need to get a haircut. But this is one of those movies that don't portray being a drug dealer as, cool or the thing to do in Britain. And this is a British movie. Very nice, selection for your British genre crime. But everything that could go wrong in this guy's life, it happens. And he bails on a huge deal that's worth a lot of money. And the whole movie is him trying to get money to do it, but he's just going too far down into the rabbit hole, and he can't see the problem that he is. He's not stepping back from the situation, and he's just going and going and going. But the guy pisses you off. Very good acting job by the lead guy. I can't remember his name, but very, very nice. He makes you hate his character, and you hardly ever feel sorry for him, but there are parts to where it's hard to watch because you're seeing the downfall of a life. But if you're a drug dealer, you have to know that you can't make mistakes like that. Now, there are other movies that are really good at showing. I don't really know how to put it. I mean, some drug dealer movies or drug movies show you how to do pretty much everything that goes into being a drug dealer. That's one of the things that I hate about the genre, but they're so fun to watch. Like, these movies are really entertaining because it happens. You know that it goes on so that you can relate it to the real world. It's not some science fiction movie that you're watching. This is stuff that actually happens, just not the same names or the, actual things that are going on, the details. But this movie shows a lot of, what's the word? I don't know, I'll just use detail again. There's a lot of detail in the drug world, but it's more of a movie illustrating why you should not be a drug dealer. It should just click into your mind not to be a drug dealer, but there are movies like this that show you the not cool side of being a drug dealer. I give the movie a 4 out of 5. I would give it a 3 out of 5 if Agnes Dean wasn't in it. Agnes Dean is a supermodel that got popular overnight by just being found. And you might remember her name or her face because she was the really hot blonde in Wood Kid's video for Iron doing the little falconer thing. So she definitely makes the movie worth watching because you could just look at her and it would be awesome. Like, she doesn't have to do anything. She just has to pout her lip and then keep her eyes open, and boom, awesome. But she can act. She doesn't do a lot of acting, but she has the ability to. But I would give this movie a 3 out of 5 just for the fucking audio. Just for how annoying this hour-and-a-half long movie, when you have 25 minutes of loud shit. It's ridiculous. Like, the music would be going into your red meter if you had a meter for your audio, and then all of the vocal parts for the dialogue would be in the green. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I understand how movies can use the volume to put more emotion into a scene, or they use it as an emphasis on a situation. But this is it's just ridiculous. I don't see the point. And it's not even like you're going into a club and it's giving you the feeling that you're in a club and you can't hear anybody talk. That's stupid. Movies shouldn't do that. If you watch a movie and there's something happening in the corner of a club that you need to know the plot, no one is going to read subtitles. I have come to find out that the majority of people who watch movies hate subtitles. They want to hear the audio. But when you have a blasting house music bass thing that is almost exploding your 120-watt subwoofer and your tweeters, some people call them tweeters, same thing. It's just, I didn't want to say tweaker because it's a drug movie. Some people might think that I'm thinking of something else. But I'm at 8 minutes and 40 seconds. I recommend this movie, but be prepared to keep your finger on the volume button or your mouse and control your volume. I do have to admit that I have not watched the originals. As I said before, I am planning to watch them because I have just found this movie. And I'm glad I watched it. It was a good movie. It was entertaining. But I give it a 4 out of 5. It is a well thought out movie. Very nice screenplay. Very done. You won't get bored watching the movie. It's just the audio that's the problem. And I know that you're watching this and you're thinking, wow, you're being really anal about the audio. But watch the movie and see if you don't agree with me. But that's been my review of Pusher, the 2012 version. And for video game movie news, please check out my website at thepausemenu.weebly.com for new movie reviews like this, screenshots, DLC, and all the news that you can shake your hand at. But thank you for watching. And if you want any more movie reviews that I have not reviewed, please send them to me in the comments below. Thank y'all.